What's up, world? YouTubers, friends, family, and everybody else. What's happening? It's your boy Rock in the building, Rock Phizzle, R.O.C, representing our culture. I want to give you a little history about how I got the name. So around I say maybe 86, 87, maybe 88, somewhere in that period of time, I was living in Anaheim, California. And I had a bunch of names before, but before I got this name, but I started going by R.O.C, which a lot of you people know me by when I first moved to Seattle in like 1991. So I got the name Oz from that movie right there, the movie right behind me, that poster. That was one of my favorite movies growing up, The Wiz. There everybody was going to go see the Oz, because they believed that this guy was like some sort of wizard. He had some sort of magical power. He was just so super special, and really, he was just a regular human being like us, man, that just had big dreams and wanted to be somebody. So I kind of took that concept and said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna kind of be like the Oz, so I'm gonna take that name and run with it. Then Rock, of course, just a name I kind of got from the homies because I was hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? Always getting in trouble and shit. My mom always yelling at me, talking about I'm hella hard-headed, got a head like a rock. So, so that kind of stuck. So I put Oz and Rock together. Then I found out a couple of people had the name. There was a movie that came out called The Pilot. It was a movie about a breakdancer. And his name in that movie was Ozrock. I was like, damn it. And then I found out there was somebody in Portland with that name also. So I'm like, two people? Nah. So I ditched that name, kept the Rock. I remember I was in history class back in like 8th grade, and I remember we had a little thing where we were talking about the Rockefeller family. And I remember like the dynasty they had created, you know what I'm saying, and passed on through generations of wealth. And I always thought that was real dope. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I like the story of how they built their family dynasty. And this was way before Jay-Z came out. You got to think this was like early 90s before nobody even knew who Jay-Z was, or if you knew, you was a fan of jazz. He was Jazz's homie on Hawaiian Sophie. So nobody knew nothing about no Rockefeller records. So I kind of started leaning towards that. And then I started kind of using that name and getting rid of the Ozrock name. And boom, here comes Reasonable Doubt. I'm like, shit. And I gave it a little bit of time. And Jay-Z took off, man. By the time his second or third album was rolling, man, Rockefeller was a big name. So just to avoid cease and desist or any kind of conflict with the label, I was like, man, I got to change the name. So I tried to take the A out. And it worked for a minute, but I was just like, nah, that's still too close. I need something that when you hear the name, you're gonna know it's me, and you're gonna know what region I'm from. So I thought about it, and a lot of my bandmates and a lot of the homies, I come around, they would say, "Hey man, what's up, Phizzle? What's up, Phizzle? Phizzle, okay." So it just kind of stuck where, where people were calling me Phizzle all the time. What's up, Phizzle? What's up, Phizzle? Fazzle, Razzle Dazzle and that bit. I was like, okay, well, shit, I'm about to run with the Phizzle joint. I was like, wait. Got it. Said I got the name. It fit. When you hear Phizzle, you think of, Phizzle, for shizzle and dizzle and, all the old West Coast slang. It's a part of the West Coast slang and terminology. So by hearing that part, you already know what region I'm from and what I'm representing. The Rock thing, the Rock's always going to be a part of me, you know what I'm saying? And, later on down the line, I think it was sometime this year, I decided to turn, the Rock, the R.O.C, into an acronym, and that stands for representing our culture. You know what I'm saying? Which is, just our culture of being black, our culture of music, just our culture of being us, period. So, that's the name, you know what I'm saying? That's why I do what I do, and that's why it is what it is. And, You know what I'm saying? And now you got who you standing, you know, who you sitting there watching and listening to right now. Me right here, Rock Phizzle. That's right, R.O.C. representing our culture. Phizzle from the W-E-S-T. You know what I'm saying? Funkaholics, the original Lakeside, Encore, F2D. You know what I'm saying? Many other, you know what I'm saying? DJ, producer, MC, you know, musician, drummer, keyboardist, all that good old stuff. And I'm here, y'all. So that's how I got the name. That's how I came up with it. And it's here. I'm not changing it no more. So if you see anybody with my name, tell them they're gonna have to holler at me. We're gonna have to hash it out and battle for that shit. Cause that shit's mine, homie. For real. Stay tuned. I got more content.